Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Matter of Opinions. It's your girl Des.
It's your boy Bamboo. We coming at you with another Tuesday night. You feel me? To entertain y'all for a second or six. Yeah, I mean, and if you haven't already, feel free to like, subscribe, and share, and
And
tell a
tell a
friend,
friend to
and
tell a
tell a
friend to
friend.
tell another friend to tell that friend and tell some more friends.
Facts, because I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. I love y'all. I really do. I appreciate the support that we getting so far, but I really think there's more that we can do. I really do. I mean, like right now, we stagnant. You know what I'm saying? And listen, we trying to take y'all for this ride. You know what I mean? And y'all just refuse to get on this bus. You feel me?
That's because they know you driving a bus and they done heard about your Bamboo Bus Chronicles. Hey Keith.
Do it at y'all pace. We're gonna do it at y'all pace. You feel me? But
How was it going? How you been?
yo, I ain't even gonna front B. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, this last week has been a great week for me.
Oh.
I don't know what it is, you know what I'm saying?
Hey John.
But it's been a great week for me, man. I've been able to get a lot of shit. I got my pickup truck running again. I got a lot of shit
Oh,
done
the
that I
red
said
truck
I
was
was.
down?
The damn coil packs went on the goddamn thing, and them joints,
It's
no,
expensive.
yeah, them joints like $1.20 a piece. You know what I'm saying? Until
Yeah.
you find somebody that work at the joint, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, and they work at the joint, they work at the joint. You know what I mean? But yeah, and it's stupid to
Hey
replace.
Bella.
It's stupid to just replace
Replace
one.
one. You got to just replace them all.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna replace them all. You
Did
know what
you
I'm saying?
replace the
So
spark plugs too?
yeah,
You
I
gotta
replace the plugs. You know, I do what
just
I
do the
do.
whole tune up.
Yeah, because when my pickup running, I'm in a great mood. When my pickup is down, I'm down. You know what I'm saying?
So, for those of you who don't know, Bamboo likes to drive his pickup truck in the spring and summer. And for whatever reason, this man loved being at the dump every Saturday doing his little dump run. And he will come by to the crib like, hey, Sean, y'all got anything y'all need to throw out at the dump? Come load up on the truck and just come in just one box. All right, I come back next week. We'll see what you got for next Saturday. Just love going to the dump, taking trips to
yo,
the dump.
on some real shit, dead ass, dead ass. Anybody that has been to the dump, I'm telling you, man, it's to me, you know what I'm saying? It's to me, it's refreshing. You know what I'm saying? I get to
Refreshing? Quite the
refreshing.
opposite.
No. All right,
Quite
so
the
check
opposite.
this out, my nigga. You get to take the stuff off the truck, throw it in the pit aggressively, and just watch it break, blah blah, glass and everything. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll be having the time of my life at the dump.
Oh my gosh.
For some reason, I don't know why, you know what I'm saying, but I do know it relieves a lot of aggression, a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of shit.
Yeah,
I love
no,
the
not
dump.
for me. I don't like touching garbage. Keith, I'm glad things are starting to turn around for you. You know, I don't know why life got to have its ups and downs. Like, why can't we just stay up? And even if we like just like plateau, like we don't need the downs. I don't know why, but anyway, I'm glad things is on the up and up for you, looking good. Hey Ash,
Hey Ash, how
so
you doing? Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? It's a pleasure to see you again. It's a
yes,
pleasure.
yes,
It's a
and
pleasure.
thank you, girl. All I did was blow dry this mess because I just don't know what else to do. Well, I'm getting it braided, but I just don't know what else to do with it. I'm just really I just
Fellas, here
don't
we
have the
go.
time. I don't have the time.
Fellas, here we go. Here
Hey
now
John.
the time of the
Well,
year is
John,
coming.
you gotta watch the previous I think it was a live
It's,
before the laugh where he
I'll
laughed
explain it to you. I'll
when he
explain to you in
had
a little.
explained.
I'll explain
You
to you
gotta
in a
be
little while.
very brief because you drag
Yeah,
stuff.
well, whatever. So at the end of the day, fellas, we coming upon that time of year, you know what I'm saying, where women they don't want to do their hair. I'm not even getting into a whole
No, I'm getting
segment
it
of it.
braided. I'm
We,
getting
we're
it
not
braided.
getting. I'm not getting into a whole segment of it. We get into that time of year where women got to get their protective style. So they get braids and
I'm getting
you
them
know,
vacation
yeah.
braids because I know
See,
y'all didn't forget, but I'm going on vacation soon. My
so
birthday coming
shit,
up next weekend. You know what it
the,
is.
the shit that they don't,
You know
I'm
what it
saying, have
is.
to maintain. They could just get up and shake their goddamn head and keep it moving. So that's that time of year. It's that time of year for my wife. It's that time of year for every female I know to walk around with the brandy braids, the I want to be down braids and shit. You know what I mean? And that's cool. And that's cool. But John, to answer your
And
question, man,
is Ash and is.
so, so John, to answer your question, man, you know what I'm saying? The last episode, I had uh I had made it clear that most men suffer in silence. You know what I'm saying? Most men, you know what I'm saying, we only good for what we could provide. And a lot of men just keep it to themselves. A lot of men just hold on to their frustration, hold on to their anger because they don't have the opportunity or somebody to say, yo, listen, I'm hurting or I'm going through some shit. And an example of that, and I'm gonna keep it real brief. An example of that is this past week. I literally blew up on my family, like literally blew up on my family,
Mm,
and it was on some old childish shit. You know what I'm saying? But it was just shit that was built up. It was built up inside of me. My wife had to remind me that you raised a 16-year-old boy before, and I was just fed up. I mean, it was from the eating my goddamn cereal to leaving a corner of
Eddie.
orange juice in the goddamn carton, and then to top the shit off, I told my family like, yo, we going out to White Castle. And then everybody done got all freshened up. I got a 150-gallon tank of hot water, and I get in the tub, no hot water. Get in the shower, no hot water.
I think you
So
said you had a great week last week.
no, I did. But I blew the fuck up. And but as like as a man, I took some time to think about the shit, and I called my family downstairs. Not a family meeting, but just a little get together for us. And I was just like, yo, I just want to apologize to you all because I'm going through some shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking electric bill went up $120. You know what I mean?
Yo, insane.
So
Insane how much
I
your
had to
bills have gone up. The same
I had,
usage, but the
yeah,
rate.
I had to explain to them, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, your boy just going through some shit, you know what I'm saying, and just apologize for my behavior because it was unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? It's not acceptable behavior to blow up on people over a shower. But it was
Oh,
a
I'm glad
serious
that's
thing.
that's progress, growth, growth.
Anyway,
I didn't think you
we,
had it in you. I'm proud of you.
so John, if you watched the last episode, man,
I think it was the one before the last, but
yeah, I said men suffer in silence. You know what I'm saying? And until we recognize, you know, how men out here suffering over some goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna rock my shirt. But moving
so,
on.
yes, you know what it is with these bills though. So I be feeling like this. We can't catch a break. As soon as you do so, you could do whether it be a side hustle, whether you get a raise at your job, whether you pick up more hours, whatever you got to do to make more money. And you think you just about to get ahead. So you start planning, all right, well, I'm gonna start saving more, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And then all of a sudden, the bills go up, gas go up, groceries go. So the money goes right back out to the people. And I'm just like, in a minute, we getting ready to get a tent like these people that be living under the bridge and tell them move over.
Yeah,
Where's the available real estate at? Or get an
yeah.
RV or something because this is nuts.
Well, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, man. At the end of the day, I said this months ago, man. We gotta get ready. We gotta be ready so we don't have to get ready. You know what I'm saying?
Man, this land is
Well, I mean,
expensive. We've been looking for
listen,
land. So here's the thing. It's
it's
either
expensive.
you find very cheap land in like the hood, right? And it's not that I'm better than the hood, but I just kind of outgrew that mentality. So, and then also I didn't leave my hood to go to somebody else's hood. If I'm gonna have to be in a hood, I'd rather be in my own territory where I know what's what. I know how the people move. I know the people. I just know like the vibes. I know what's up. I don't want to go to somebody else's hood. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, they had something. I think it was like 5 acres for like $15,000. Like, okay, that's pretty cheap or whatever. But again, you're in the hood. So I'm trying to find
Yeah, but
land to put, like we talked about last time, to put the little trailer, whatever the case may be. But then the land that's not in the hood, that's good land, you got 1 acre and they want $300,000. I'm like, bro, like,
well, I mean, nothing for nothing, man. Like I said, I said it before. I was like, yo, be ready. So you have to get ready. You know what I mean? Because we don't know what's coming down within the next 6 months, 8 months. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I'm gonna keep it 100. Like I'm a hood nigga. I don't give a fuck who hood I'm in. You know what I'm saying? I can adapt. I'm like a chameleon. I can adapt to wherever I'm at.
I'm
You know what
not
I'm
trying to
saying?
be in that. I don't want to
I,
do
I
it.
I could adapt to wherever I'm at. I don't live in the best of neighborhood, but I don't live in the worst. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, what we got to stop doing as people of color, right? What we got to stop doing is like stop being so picky on what our side hustles are. You know what I'm saying? And this is my personal opinion. Let me just say that while I'm touching my chest. This is my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop being so picky on what our side hustles is. You know what I mean? You got a multitude of shit that you can do. You know what I'm saying? Uber out there,
I've been Ubering, door dashing. I do it
Uber
all.
out there, Uber out there.
Babysitting, dog
You know what I'm
walking,
saying? You
doing
got you
hair,
got you got
washing
Amazon
cars,
Flex.
detailing. We done
I
did it
don't believe
all.
you wash. I don't believe you washing no cars. You
That
could you
Ask
you could
Sean.
you,
We wash
no
cars. We wash
no
cars.
you
We
could
get
no
we clean them out
no
on the inside. We
no.
vacuum them. We shampoo the
I
carpets,
don't
the
believe that.
seats. You don't gotta believe it.
You,
It don't
you can get me
matter.
to believe
That's
a lot
Yeah.
of
Well,
things,
that's
but
fine. You don't
I've
have
seen the
to.
way you clean your car, so
First of all,
I
no,
don't
you
believe
have
that.
not seen the way that I clean my car.
I have.
You have not. You have
I
never been
have.
around when we literally had the block cars lined up where we're going back to back washing cars and paying people were paying $25 a car. And then if they wanted the full works, it was a different price depending on what they wanted
Okay.
done. So you're
Well, you're
saying
right
anything?
on that
Yeah,
aspect, but
yeah.
let's just say I've never seen you clean your own car.
Okay. You never
Let me
see me
say
clean
that.
anybody's car.
Okay, so we got to stop being picky on what we doing as our little side hustles. All right. So what I mean by that is, right. If you waiting on Amazon Flex to come through, right, do Uber. You know what I'm saying? Until what you want to come through, because the bills is gonna keep coming regardless. You know what I mean? So you got a little side hustle. You got approved for Uber, do the Uber. You got approved for DoorDash, do the DoorDash. You know what I'm saying? Until what you want to come through comes through. You know what I mean? We gotta stop being picky on that,
Well,
man,
now
because
too, Walmart has a thing that's kind of like what is it called? What's the other one? The big one where you go grocery shopping for the people?
oh
Instacart.
shit, Instacart.
So they have their own. It's called, I forgot. It might be called like Spark or something. But you just shop. You buy the groceries for the customer in Walmart. So like you do the shopping in Walmart and then you deliver it. And you just go back and you just go back and you go back. And so from what I'm seeing from the people, because I always be talking to the people, is they get a lot of orders because it's not like as it's getting popular and because it's a newer thing and it's growing and growing. So for now, because they have less people coming to pick up the orders, the volume. So they're just getting them, they're getting them, getting them, getting them, and they knocking them out. But that's just that's just what it is. So Bella, to answer your question about the family land situation. So my grandfather, besides like land that we actually like have our house on. So like we still have our house in Connecticut.
Why you so
Bamboo.
close? Whoa, whoa! Why you so close to the camera?
Mind your business so the people can see me. What you talking about?
I
But
thought I
anyway,
thought you gonna back up. You gonna
Anyway,
adjust.
so Bamboo has his house or whatever and with his land, and then he also has separate land separate from his house. And then, with the exception of a couple of friends, as far as family members, my grandfather has family land that was passed down from like multiple generations ago, in Soberton, Georgia. I've been to it twice before, but it's like in the middle of nowhere. Like it's nothing to do. Like, and I guess I gotta kind of get that out, but it's just it's it's nothing there. It's nothing
Yeah,
there. And
but
other than
it's
that, nobody, no, none of my family got land. That's it. We
yeah,
ain't got,
but
and and it's like a acre, maybe an acre and a half or something like that.
yeah,
So
I
I'm
hear
not
what you're
sure.
saying. I hear what you're saying, but if my family had land, right,
You
I
see, you
wouldn't be.
always interrupt me, Ash.
I didn't interrupt you.
No, you always
I
do be. You
I
did
like
to talk about
I
why I'm in the camera.
if your family got land, right, be the first to explore on that land.
We did, but it's nothing. So okay, the house. So like I'm like partially invested. When I say invested, I'm not talking about money invested because again, the land has been passed down. But in terms of like the outcome of it, right? So like there's one house or little, I don't know, shack, whatever you want to call it. Right now it's not even safe to walk. So when I went to it a couple of years ago, when we came down to visit, and he took us to the land. He wanted his great grandkids, aka my kids, to come and see it as well. So, whatever. So we walked in there and it really wasn't like safe. So like the roof needs work, or needed at that time. It's worse now, but like the roof needed work. The floors and stuff is falling because it's like original. Like when I tell you old, like they probably, the freed slaves lived in there. Like it's very old, and it feels like historical, but now it's to the point where it's completely dilapidated. And then I think there might have been some type of hurricane, tornado, not like maybe a year and a half ago. I don't know, but a tree done fell on because it has a bunch of walnut trees on it, or pecan trees. That's what it is, pecan trees, or pecans as people say, but pecan trees
Pecans.
that fell. One of them, a really huge tree, fell on it. So it's just like it needs work. It's not even ready to be like livable. So that's just what the status is of that. And I mean, I
Man,
always
listen.
tell him if times get real, 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 real rough, because I don't want to go back to Connecticut, I will probably go there. But I'm not. Yeah, me no
At the end
no.
of the day, man, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Everything that we do right now is basically for our children or our grandchildren.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying, because I got a couple of pieces of property, but it's not going to benefit me by the time I finish. You know what I'm saying, paying for it and doing everything I got to do. I bought a piece of land that was pure woods, and I excavated and I did everything I had to do to put my garage and everything else up that I needed to put. And as far as what I'm saying, I just do a lot of shit to leave something for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because to be clear, I was not left shit. I wasn't left
Nothing. I
for
wasn't
nothing.
even left with Section 8. I wasn't
I
left
wasn't
with
left for
housing,
nothing.
no food stamps, no welfare. I wasn't
I
left with
wasn't.
two pennies to
I
rub
wasn't
together.
left
I wasn't
anything.
left good credit. I wasn't left with shit.
Yeah, I got the brunt of the deal. My daddy ain't leave nothing. My grandparents ain't left shit. My mama ain't leave shit. I ain't nobody left me with a dime. So everything that I've accumulated and I've
Get it out the
accomplished in my
mud.
life, I literally got it out the mud. You know what I mean?
Pulled it up
But
out.
that kind of sort of like brings me into my joint. You know what I'm saying? Like I was trying to explain to people when I was on the bus. I'm like, y'all got y'all little income tax. You know what I'm saying? Stop fucking off the whole goddamn income tax. Stop fucking it all off. Like fuck off maybe about 200-300 and set yourself up for the next phase of the year. Pay the people back that you've been borrowing from all year long. When I get my income tax, I got you. I got you. Pay them back and set yourself up for the next fucking phase. Like y'all kind of sort of embarrassing. You're getting these little income tax cars that you ain't got, you can't even afford the insurance on them. Then you get your little income tax money, buy yourself a foreign, right? You can't pay for the fucking oil change on the foreign.
The
So
brake.
now by nothing. So set yourself, like, you actually got an opportunity if you overpaid the government. If you
Yeah,
overpay them,
unfortunately, I underpaid them, and I don't even want to talk to them this year.
if you overpaid the government, right? Then what you do is when they send you your money back, stop fucking off all the money. Go ahead and get you a couple of seafood boils, you, your baby daddy, and your kids. Get your seafood boil, but don't fuck off all the money.
You need to add seafood boil in there now.
No, dead ass. Don't fuck off all the money. Go ahead and do something that's gonna be productive throughout the rest of the year. So because we don't know what's coming up this year. We don't know what's coming up. Eggs is still $10 a dozen. So stop fucking off all the money. I get it, man. Some of y'all ain't used to having, 8 racks, 10 racks. Some of y'all ain't used to that. You know what I'm saying? But fuck off a little bit of the money and and and,
It
and
is
store the
fella,
rest.
but I
You know
get
what I'm
called
saying?
bougie when I want one. So anyway,
I never
so
called you bougie. I said you
oh,
got
you
it.
got it, you got
You
it,
got it.
you got it, you got
Man,
it.
man, any
No,
any of y'all that don't know about a seafood boil, you know what I'm saying? They got lobster tails, shrimp, crab leg,
no,
corn,
it depends
potatoes.
on which boil
What you
you
want on
get.
it.
Yeah,
What you want in it. But you could pretty much make your own boil with garlic butter or spicy honey butter or whatever the
honey
fuck.
butter and a seafood boil.
Yes, yes. Don't do
Honey,
that. Honey
honey.
butter. Spicy honey butter.
Yeah, no
Stop
thanks.
doing that. What do
I'm
you
not. I'm
mean?
not.
You never
Nah,
had honey butter on corn?
not in my seafood boil. I'm not doing that in my seafood
All right,
boil.
so like I was saying, everybody do they boil different. I know
They
how
do.
I like mine. I like my joint in the honey butter with the spicy.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? And that's how I fucks with it. You feel me? But get your listen. Like I was saying, man, get
Ash.
you, you and your baby daddy a seafood boil. Get the kids something. Go down to Clinton Crossing. Get you some sneakers. Fuck off about 200-300. Bank and store the rest, or do something productive with the rest. That's
So
just my personal opinion.
now, for Travis Boss, I know this is gonna sound racist, but it's really not. He is gonna have that same standard because he's a foreigner. I'm not saying just specifically because he's Mexican, but or I think he said he was Mexican, right? Whatever it is, from he's a foreigner and they believe in working hard. They come and they get that paper, they about that money, and that's why I love them. Okay, but I even had the home daycare, baby. I was out here getting it. Stop playing with me. Stop
I,
playing with
I
me.
I never said you wasn't getting it. You
Cause
was
you
getting
made
it.
it seem like I'm out here being choosy. I was Ubering. I was
Nah,
doing it all. I was
I,
lifting. I was doing it all.
I never said you was being you was being bougie. I never said that you wasn't trying to get it. I
Okay, all
never
right.
said that. I
I've been
never
out here
said that.
scraping it
I'm
off,
just
getting it out the mud. Okay,
I'm
so
just saying. I'm just saying. Whatever hustle you got to do until the hustle that you want to do come through. Like right now, I'm waiting on my medical carrier joint to come through. Once that come through, that's gonna be my side hustle. But until then, I'm looking on Amazon Flex to see what $123 flex block I can get so I could get this bag. If I can make a buck 23 in 3 to 4 hours, that's what I'm gonna do. I
I'm
got
about
the
to.
vehicles for it. And Friday night, if I gotta get in my goddamn car, Uber some goddamn brats around from Fairfield University or Sacred Heart to go get drunk, I'm
They put
gonna
lit
do
in
that.
Milford too, just so you know, because I used to do a lot of pickup. The tips is in New Canaan, Westport, Reading, New Rochelle, because sometimes you get
But
over
I
that
don't
line
going.
right
I
there.
don't. I ain't going to New
I be
York
out.
at all.
They because you know how what they'll do is they'll give you they'll run a special promotion if you do 10 trips or however many trips, 50 trips, 90 trips, 100 trips, you get an extra $200, 300, whatever it is on top of what you already made. Baby, I was out there getting it. I'm picking up any and everybody. They in the
Yeah,
thing. I'm clicking. I was out there getting it. I had the strap. I had Sean in my Bluetooth thing
yeah, but
tracking
see,
my
that's why I'm not
location.
going to New York because I know what I carry with me, and I can't carry that in New York. And I ain't trying to do no
Listen,
mandatory 5 years on no goofy shit. Because if they could send Plexico Boris to fucking jail for 5, I know fucking well. And this nigga won a Super Bowl for. I know fucking well what they gonna do to me. So I ain't going past Connecticut lines. I ain't doing that.
I was out there
But
getting it. You hear me? But anyway, So Bella, we're trying to transition that into a business basically. So that's what's pending right now. Just trying to generate more income, and it's not a lot of land. It's just the house is not big, the land is not big. It's just, is
So
okay, but
so why don't you go out there, excavate the land, smooth it out, right?
because my
And
my
put
my area
and
is
put
not zoned for that.
and smooth it out, right? And put you a mobile home on there.
And why the fuck would I do that?
Because mobile homes are like 40 to
You
50
talking
pounds.
about in Connecticut? Take the house that's
No,
there and move
no,
it out.
no. I'm talking about in
That's what
Powder
I was just
Town.
saying. I was trying to say the area, everything is either it's in the hood and it's cheap, right? And I'm not doing
Oh,
it.
well,
I'm not doing it.
well, that's what
Or
I'm saying.
really expensive. So I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for this little market to come crashing down so
Oh,
that way
that ain't.
I can go ahead and scoop up some decently. I'm not even trying to think is I'm not trying to be in no bougie area either. I don't want that. I just don't want to. I don't want to have to come outside and my fucking car is gone because some YN came and took my car, or somebody done broke in and stole a little bit of shit I got in here. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I cannot. I'm not.
Well,
Mm-mm.
listen, all I could tell you is, and I know a lot of you guys aren't familiar with Connecticut. I know a lot of you guys aren't familiar with Bridgeport, but man, listen, on these last couple of days, man, I've been touring Bridgeport, man, and when I tell you,
Touring is
I'm
crazy.
touring, I've been riding around, man. Went over there to look at the new Bassick school that they putting up. You know what I'm
My
saying?
city is great.
Huh?
I said my city is great.
They putting up a new school over there by the Seaside Park. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? By the University of Bridgeport.
Mhm.
Hold on. And then they they working on the Steel Point. You know what I'm saying?
They
So
putting that
like,
soccer stadium in, right? The professional soccer
now
stadium.
you know what's crazy? Dude got on the news with all that riffraff, and I ain't seen shit. I ain't seen him knock down a goddamn brick or lock up a damn dog. I don't know nothing about what he talking about, man. I think he was capping.
You don't think they gonna put the stadium there?
My nigga, I drove by there. He been talking about this for 3 years, and
Yeah,
I
but
haven't
it just
seen.
got approved. They can't break ground before it's approved. Maybe now they gotta get the stuff together. I'm hoping because that's where the money gonna reside, right there.
Look, let me tell you, this the new school, right? This the new school that they putting up in the Bridgeport. You feel
That's the
me?
one over there by Seaside,
By Seaside Park. Yeah, that's the new
the new
school.
Bassick.
Yeah, and then these are the joints over by remember where we took them photos at
Uh huh.
by Still Point?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they building up over there too.
Oh,
They
that's
getting the
cute.
Yeah, they building up. So I'm really proud of my city and
It's
them
not
them
your
little. I
your
got
city
more
is your
property
city.
in
Your
this
city.
city.
Your
I got
city
more
is
property in
Stanford.
this city than most motherfuckers that lived in this city.
Your city is Stanford. But
Oh yeah,
continue.
I'm a Stanford nigga all day.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, even over there by with on the east end where those buildings was where people always dying in, they even knocked those joints down. They even knocked them joints down. And they starting to build up over there. So, my city is coming a long way. And like I told y'all, I've been telling y'all since forever. You know what I mean? Set your roots down somewhere, because I'm telling you, the way this market is going, you got people that's buying property from just buying coming out here buying property with cash because they setting roots down somewhere, and eventually y'all niggas ain't gonna have nowhere to go. Y'all niggas gonna have to go up to the Waterbury. Y'all niggas gonna have to go up to the New Britain, up in that area, and up in the valley, all of that. So you can talk shit about Bridgeport all you want. But if you ain't got your shit together when they finish working with Stanford, because Stanford has come a long fucking way. If you ain't got your shit together by time they finish with Stanford and they start moving up to the Bridgeport, because that's what's next. Norwalk, fuck Norwalk. They're gonna start moving up towards the Bridgeport. Once they come up here, y'all niggas ain't gonna have an opportunity. The average house
Well,
now, the average house now right? It's 200 and something thousand, right? And
It's
that's
more than
that's
that now.
so I know somebody. Listen, motherfuckers is getting outbidded. Motherfuckers is getting outbidded in Waterbury. So, man, listen. All I could tell you is, man, on some real shit, man. I told y'all, man, y'all might not think I'm the smartest nigga, and I'm not. But I can tell you this: you better put your roots down somewhere, or you gonna have your family somewhere up in the valley or somewhere up in there, wilding out up in the Hartford. I'm telling you, you better get your grounds down.
So for those of you that are watching and in different areas, it so previously, so it's not hard to buy a house, right? And I know it sounds crazy. It sounds like a goal that's so far fetched and so out of reach and whatever. Now, today the difference is that the home prices are, they're inflated, and then the interest rate is up there. It's a lot higher than what it was just a few years ago. So you are dealing with that. However, with the rising rent costs, if you can afford to purchase a home and do a FHA loan, which requires you to put 3.5% down of the purchase price of the home plus your closing costs, you can get it. You only need a credit score. I think they go as low as 580. Now, I'm not telling you to go in and try to get no loan with your score as low as that, because then your interest rate will be even higher. So the higher your score, the better. Take your score, get it ship shape, have 2 years of consistent work history and within the same industry, right? So while you're saving up your money, right, you're gonna be building up your credit. Come up with the 3.5 down payment for your home, plus add 10K on top for your closing costs. And you might need more than that depending on your market. But you can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, but
And even if you needed to, say if you had somebody where y'all wanted to go half and half, because it would be cheaper than you guys individually renting. See if you can find a multifamily and you have your own unit, they have their own, a duplex or whatever, because then at least, even though like, oh well, it's the same price as renting or it might be a little bit more expensive, but once you have that and you have your mortgage,
it's
you get
yours.
that tax credit coming back for your income taxes. So now you get to add that as a deduction for the interest you paid on your mortgage. So it's just different things and whatever. I don't know if you guys remember, but I'm also a licensed realtor. So that's another thing that, I delved into to get to the bag. So if you
See,
guys have questions,
that's
hit me.
that's gets to the bag. If I gave you guys in any indication that she don't try to get to the bag, I apologize. She gets to the bag. You know what I'm saying? I was not talking to you when I said you wasn't trying to get to the bag. I wasn't. They know who I'm talking to. They they
Ah.
they know. I mean, I got knocked on like, oh nigga, you out here doing the damn Amazon flex? Yes. Yes. I do a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Some shit I can't say, but I do a lot of shit. I got
Yeah.
my hands into a lot of shit. When I go to the dump for niggas, I remember that fucking a dozen of eggs is 10.99. So yeah, I used to be like, yo, give me like $20. Now give me $40 and I'll dump all your shit. Because it don't cost me nothing to dump it. You know what I
Hey
mean?
Sheila, welcome back. We ain't see you in a
Hey, yeah,
minute.
man. Boy, that nigga must been wearing her out. Remember, she said she got her little youngin'. Well, them niggas keep you on your back, boy. Keep that throat busy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, boy. Hey,
Okay.
listen. Welcome
So
back. We spent a lot of time on this,
we
on
did.
the shit that you
If
know what
you
I'm
guys
saying.
have further questions or want some
Yeah,
advice, just
hit
hit
her
me
up.
up.
You know what I'm
It's
saying.
really not that hard to do. They make it seem like it's unattainable, but I was able to buy a house at 20 years old. So, and I found out how to do it at 18. I literally was
Yes.
18 and I learned from this white man. I was taking care of his mother. Another hustle, I was taking care of people in their house, in the hospital, wherever. Listen, just getting it. And he gave me some tips. Then from another lady, I was taking care of her mom. She gave me a tip on credit cards and all that because I didn't know nothing. Like I didn't know about it. Like it just wasn't happening in conversations in my household, in the community, whatever. So I mean, they put me on game and I was like, oh wow, like all right. So then I looked it up, right? I'm not gonna just take everybody's word for it. Looked it up. All right, I could do this. All right, that's the goal. Talk to Sean about it. All right. I said we buying a house. So all the money going to savings. He like, what you mean? He wanted to buy his game, shoes, clothes, all this. I'm like, yeah. We buying a house. So then I got him on board. He was on board with it. We bust our asses, bought a house. It's really,
It's really not
you
that
know.
hard because you're out there spending your money. You're out there spending your goddamn money on sneakers and goddamn cars and shit, right? Once you get a house and you got a year of consecutive payments, they'll give you a car. If you they give you that, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You got your priorities fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You always got to get you an extra piece of property. Spend 40, 50,000 on a piece of property that you could just chill on, that you could just do what you want to do with.
Mhm.
Because it's another, as long as you making money on that property, it is what you call an asset and not a liability. So that you gotta get
You
your
got to make it
assets
make
and your
money.
liabilities
Mhm.
in order. So if the taxes on it is hypothetically 1,700, make 1,700. It is now an asset. It ain't costing you nothing. If it's saving you money to store shit other places, it's still an asset. You know what I'm saying? But that's another topic for another show. You know what I'm saying? But speaking about property taxes, if you live in Bridgeport, pay your goddamn taxes. They out here, the property taxes on your car. They out here putting the goddamn boots. They putting
Mm.
the boots on your car. So I just thought I'd let you know. I drove down my block, man. They had about 6 people with a boot on their car. So all I'm gonna tell you that ass, even though I got 6 trucks, all my property is I make sure that I'm well taken care of. But anyway, let's move on to the
So
topic.
wait, before we jump into the topic though, I wanted to talk about there's two twin boys, right, that were found unalive, right, by a gunshot wound. Twins, 19-year-olds, in Bell Mountain, Georgia, right? So they lived in Lawrenceville, Georgia, and they were supposed to be catching a flight to Boston, Massachusetts. And supposedly they missed their flight. They were not found. 24 hours later, a hiker found their bodies up at the height, like at the top of the mountains. And now they're trying to rule it as a murder suicide. And the family is not buying it because they're like, first of all, if they were, you know, catching a flight, where they get a gun from? You can't bring guns to the airport. Like, can't do that. So then, all right, because if they missed their flight, how the hell did they get all? I don't even know where Bell Mountain, Georgia is and how far it is in reference to the airport or whatever. But the mountains and the airport in Georgia doesn't sound like
Close
it's
by. Sound like they
yeah,
far,
yeah. And
far
then
apart.
if you getting ready to take a flight, you're not taking no hike. And then you don't go from missing a flight to taking a hike. Now maybe somebody was like, "Oh yeah, no, I'll get you to the next airport." Oh, matter of fact, no, somebody did say that supposedly that's that Bell Mountain, which is in Towns County, which is also a sundown county in town, and that is close to the North Carolina line.
Yo, help me understand. You talk about sundown that if you not in your
And
house by sundown that
yeah,
they
for the
gonna kill
blacks, it's
you.
not safe. Or you're gonna get yeah. Mm-hmm. And so
Those shit still exist.
they do. People have been reporting and making claims, and if you just Google people that have gone missing and turned up like dead and not just regular dead, like, oh, you just found this person, maybe they
We
passed out,
mark.
nothing. It'll be like the head was sawed off, right? Completely sawed off. Oh yeah, the animals got to him. Not with no perfect incision across the skull line. Like it'll just be some weird random stuff.
I'm
And
saying
it's just we're supposed to just
we marching for the
accept that.
wrong. We marching for the wrong. Y'all can't hear me.
Bella, y'all can't hear? Or is it just Bella? Can anybody else hear Bamboo?
I think we marching for the wrong shit. I mean, like at 2025, we should not
They
be
could hear you. So I guess
at
it's Bella for some reason. She can't hear you.
in 2025. We should not be talking about no sundown towns
It's still a very,
in
unfortunately, it's
2025
still a
because
very real thing.
at 2025 we talk just think about this shit, okay? In 2025 we talking about shit that used to happen in 1920 and 1912. Talk about some fucking sundown. Man, we marching for the wrong shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can say. We marching for the wrong shit. Stop marching for fucking Section 8 and food stamps and all this other shit and start marching, shutting these motherfucking sundown towns down. That's what the
Mm-hmm.
fuck you should be doing. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
cause nothing for nothing, motherfuckers coming up in the New Haven. You know what I'm saying? The Klan and all of them, the swastikas and all of them coming up in there. You know what I'm saying? And man, I ain't even want that. That ain't gonna do nothing but piss me off, man. Because
Yeah, it's so
that's
sad.
just
It is so sad.
because in 2025, let me just make this very, very fucking clear. I get it. You motherfuckers don't like us. You not supposed to fucking like us. Why are you not supposed to like us? Let me give you an example why. You had a 400 fucking year head start and we still caught the fuck up. So you're not supposed to fucking like us. That means you're too fucking slow. Up your fucking game. You had a 400-year head start and we still here. So all the little shenanigans and all of that, cut the bullshit. Cut the bullshit. Y'all motherfuckers in a race that y'all started off well in advance. Y'all, the Indians and the motherfuckers coming from out of the country is in a race that they started off well in the fucking advance. They come in here, they got grant money given to them to open up stores. Niggas is the only motherfucking race that got to start from the mud all the fucking time. All the fucking time. We got to start from the fucking mud. And guess what? When we start from the mud, we made chitlins into a fucking delicatessen. You know what I'm saying? We made fucking peanuts into fucking peanut butter. We here. Cut the shit. You can't stop us. So stop with the bullshit. If you don't like us, do us a favor. Stay the fuck away. That's point blank, period. It's sad that I gotta talk to you motherfuckers like we fucking kids. You don't like us, stay the fuck away from us. Because we can live together, we just don't have to be together. Point blank, period. We come from the mud. We are a very creative race. Very creative. And if we stop fucking killing each other, we can get some goddamn where. Stop killing each other. And you motherfuckers will be further along in this fucking race than we are. But at this particular time and point in our lives in 2025, we should not be talking about no fucking sundown town. Why is it motherfucking niggas going up there with fucking machetes and fucking machine joints ready to handle this shit?
Right.
Y'all handle everything else. A nigga say something fucked up to your mother, you down on the block. You ready to air out the block. But now motherfuckers up there done got two of your brothers. And y'all niggas can't handle that. Yo, on some real shit, it's 2025, B. We supposed to be a lot further than where we are. And stop fucking doing what we doing to each other and stick by each other. And we could get a lot fucking further than where the fuck we are right now. Do we want our kids growing up in fucking 2032 talking about a sundown town? Fuck out of here.
And it's just I'm just like I'm upset and I'm fed up that, like he said, it's 2025. It's still the same thing. And then the part that pisses me off the most is like they tell us anything. They just saying anything like we supposed to believe it. Just anything. Anything that, and it just doesn't make sense. It's like it 1 + 1 = 2, but they trying to convince you that it's 3, and you like, nah, bro, the math not mathing. And then silence, nothing. And then we sit around and we do nothing. And like he said, we'll march
We'll
about some other shit.
march, set up a
We'll
bridge, shut
we'll
down
we'll
bridges and
we'll
everything.
burn buildings down and riot. And I'm not saying that we supposed to. I'm not saying we're supposed to handle it with violence, and I'm not saying we're not supposed to handle it with violence. But at the end of the day, our people are being killed. Period. Whether
I
it's at
think
the
we woke
hands
up.
of our own selves or the hands of others, our people are being killed. And we're sitting
I,
here collectively doing nothing about it.
I think we woke up with the wrong nigga. We woke up with fucking Martin. We should have woke up with Malcolm. We should have watched Malcolm's dream. But on some real shit, man, I'm dead ass. Like I'm 52. This shit is becoming a little tiring. It's starting to just become it's just crazy right now.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And if we stop doing it to ourselves, then they'll realize that they can't do it to us either. Point blank fucking period. So stop doing what we doing to ourselves, respecting ourselves, then they have no further fucking choice. I'm telling you,
Hmm.
my peoples, we man, listen, we get it. I get it. I fully understand. They had a head start in this fucking race that we call life. They had a head start. But the crazy part about it is we catching up, if not already surpassed them.
Well, the thing is like
And
honestly,
that
we
makes
might have
them
been
nervous.
further, but every time we do something great, they do something like the Black Wall Street. We had our own banks, our own doctors, own lawyers, our own everything. We didn't need them. We were self sufficient. We had our own seamstress. We had our own mechanics, our own masonries. We had our own everything that you could think of. We had our own. They didn't like it. So then they come and then just start burning our shit, setting our stuff on fire. Look at Lake Lanier. That used to be a town. They flooded that out. Like every time we do something great, they just fuck it up. We got to start.
Yeah.
Listen,
But
like
we in
I teach my
2025
kids, we ain't
now.
gonna just sit there and keep being bullied. We're not gonna be
Yeah,
bullied. You ain't gonna let somebody bully you. Somebody put their hands on you, you knock them the fuck out, and then we'll figure out the rest after. But I bet you they ain't gonna keep putting their hands on you after that.
man, we in 2025, man. I mean, like a lot of
You're
niggas
not
got a
gonna be
lot of
bullied.
common sense. A lot of people got common sense. And you know what I'm saying? Common sense ain't as common as we thought it is. But at the end of the day, in 2025, we still having the same fucking discussions.
That our
Come on,
great
man.
whatever done had the same
Yeah,
stuff.
man.
Don't go in this town, baby. It's getting dark. Come in, and maybe
Yeah.
that's why we used to get called in when the street lights come on, because that's when this shit used to go down back in the day.
Ain't no way in hell, man. Listen, man. I said what I had to say about this whole situation, man. Prayers go out to the family of these young men. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that you guys get your own person to do the autopsy. I hope
That's
that
what
you
they're
guys
fighting
just
for.
yeah, I hope that you guys just, get a thorough investigation. And you know what I'm saying? And no matter which way this turns out, man, we as a people just gotta learn to get along with each other and handle and stand on real business. Stand on real business. You know what I mean? So that's just my point on that, man. For those that I've upset, I apologize, get over it. But it's gonna be what it's gonna be, man. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Y'all niggas just y'all be doing the most for me. The most. Y'all niggas stand on business by somebody stepping on your shoe. Stand on business by a nigga sitting on your car. You stand on business because somebody
About
said
somebody
something
said
to your
Joe
mama.
Mama
You'll stand on business because somebody try to
called you
correct
a
your child.
bum. Looked at your
Y'all
girl.
stand on business for everything. Y'all stand on business for everything but business.
Hmm.
Man, listen, man. And you know what's crazy, man? I still love you guys, man. And I know it's gonna get better. I know we're gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? Every unfortunately every decade it gets better. You know what I'm saying? But I was saying before, and then I'm just gonna drop it. Our
Hmm.
ancestors would be so disappointed, man. We ain't did nothing in the last 50 years that they could be proud of. Nothing. So, we got to stand on business. You know what I'm saying? And I know for sure we'll talk about these two young men for about a week, maybe two. And then, everything go away and then we forget about the whole thing. You
It's
know what
the
I'm
same.
saying?
Like it's a
We got to
few
stand on business.
cases of where these black men just randomly vanished, and then all of a sudden turn up not here, and they're just trying to say, "Oh no, all this is normal."
No, it's not. It's not.
But on that note, Sean is telling us
Yeah, Sean
we ain't got
telling us
enough
to save
time
the
to get to.
topic
No, we
for the
can't. We gotta
save
save
the
it
topic for
for
another time.
Friday.
You
We
know what
gotta
I'm
save it for
saying?
Friday. So
Man, I've
actually,
been
we could
off
do
the
a.
last 4 days.
Would you've been off of work for the last 4 days? Okay,
Yeah.
we could do a would you rather then. We could do a would you rather, and then we'll go ahead and I guess get ready to wrap it, and then just save the same
And
topic.
I put the whole blame on me because I varied from the script. You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
no, it was both of us this one though.
As usual.
It was
You know,
both. It was both this time.
but
We
yeah,
got to split that 50
but
50.
I'm gonna keep it 100, man. It's just certain shit that bothers me as a man of color in America. It's certain shit that just fucking bothers me, and not much bothers me. But this particular shit happening in 2025 it bothers me
Hmm.
because I've got I got grandkids that's still growing up in this shit. You know what I'm saying? I got a sons that's under 18 that's still growing up in this shit. You know what I mean? And everything that I do for them.
Hmm.
I mean, I do nothing for me because I can't reap the benefits of it. I'm 50 fucking two. So at the end of the day, man, you know, like I said, man, we got to fucking do better.
We
We
do.
have to do better, man. And in this country that we got, man, and like I told y'all before, I love this country sometime when this country don't love me. You know what I'm saying? But it's all I got. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we have to do business and we got to stand on business that's really business. A sundown town in 2025 is utterly ridiculous
It
and
is.
disappointing. And here you talk about cutting Medicaid, cutting fucking Social Security, cutting Section 8, but yet you still got a sundown town in your fucking country in one of the states that's part of the United States. But
It's many. It's many. But
yeah,
so then we'll do the would you rather, okay? And this is I feel like very somber right now. But anyway, okay. So, would you rather know the date of your death or know the cause of your death? If you had to choose one. So, you either know when you're going to die, but not know how you're going to die, what's going to happen, or whatever, or you'll know how you're going to die, but not know when,
I'm gonna go with win. I'm gonna go with win. Win
but
for
not
400.
how.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck
Why?
how. Well, win because this way I could prepare. I could prepare, man. It's you know, I could prepare. I want to prepare. I want to make sure my wife is situated. I want to
Mhm.
make sure my kids is situated.
Mhm.
So if I know I'm gonna die, March 20th, and then I want to make sure I hug the people that I want to hug, man. I want to
Mhm.
make sure I get this because I got two brothers that passed away, man, and I didn't know when they was going. And if I had, yeah, all right, let's move on from that.
Okay. So Ashley says she wants to know the cause. Bella says the date for sure. Mika says she wants to know how. Um, Sheila says, yeah, I need to know how. For me, both would give me anxiety because then like let's say it's supposed to be a car accident but I don't know when anytime something go crazy I'm having attack like oh this could be it like like every time something go on I'm gonna be paranoid or whatever but I feel like I agree with you on the timing because then even if I don't know how I know I'm gonna make it at least until this date so I could live life I could experience and do things and not have to worry about all this stuff going down. And Trav, you can't do that. You gotta pick one. I don't have to worry about this stuff going down. I could just be free and live in the moment. Like you said, I could spend the time with my loved ones, prepare, do everything that I need to do, and then when the time comes, because we all got a date. We all got a date.
The crazy part about it is every year that you make it, you
Hmm.
pass your death date.
Yeah. So.
Me personally, I would just I would want to know when so that I could tell the people that I need to tell goodbye. I would want to know when so I could tell the people that I need to tell that to fuck off.
I was gonna say some
Yeah,
people. I need to say some the opposite.
yeah.
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
to have conversations with people, you know what I'm saying, the day before. I want to
Hmm.
talk to them and be like, yo, fuck off. You was a real fucking piece of shit. And you know what I'm saying? This shit ain't gonna matter tomorrow. But but the loved ones, I would like to have, all together and be like, yo, today, this actually this would be a nice fucking movie. Be like, I would actually, tell them how much I love them or don't love them, how much I'm gonna miss them or not gonna miss
And
them.
tell them don't show up in 5 business days because you ain't on the guest list. I got a VIP list on who coming to the funeral.
Nah, man, you know what's crazy because this like the third time I've talked about a funeral in fucking
The mac and
in a
cheese.
week. And
Oh,
well,
in
I
a week.
definitely got
Oh.
in a week, definitely because there's a lot of things that I got in place. You know what I'm saying? Like un- unfortunately,
I'm gonna see what happened. All I saw was shiny
nah,
head, and then
nah.
it,
Unfortunately,
it back up. Caramel
unfortunately,
milk dud.
unfortunately, I got to leave this right here by my TV, and this is what I tell my wife to look for if something happens to me because this right here explains everything that I want done, and because I really don't want people to have nothing. I don't want nobody to have nothing. No, I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass serious. I don't want people to have nothing. I want because people will come to and I explain this to Tamika all the time, right? I'll say, Tamika, when I pass,
And they say, "Oh, he would want me to have this." No, I don't. No, I
no,
wouldn't.
they will come and be like, "Oh, Bamboo would really want me to have this," and I'm telling you, no, I would want you to sell it to whoever because after I'm gone, nobody in my family is gonna come visit you, especially after you done meet a new nigga. Ain't nobody coming to visit you. So you got to set yourself up for the next phase. Set yourself up. This right here, and this is what I encourage any and everybody to put your final wishes and everything you want on a flash drive. On what?
In a will, legal will, so
Well,
that
nah,
it's
don't
legal.
do a will. Don't do a will. You got to do a living trust because a will you still got to go through probate. Do a living trust,
No, well,
but
that's if you are alive and can no longer speak for yourself.
no,
But
a
a will
living
is for
trust
when you're
also
gone.
no, a living trust also is for when you're gone, so that your stuff don't have to go through probate. Just look into it. But
Okay.
this flash drive right here, whatever I didn't tell people, this right here gonna tell everybody.
Hmm.
I don't want nobody to have nothing. I want her to be able. No, I'm dead ass.
And
I'm
so,
my,
is it weird? I want to do a video, for one for each of my kids, for something that I want like to say to them after I'm gone. And I know it probably would like make them cry more, but like it's certain messages that I want to say. And then like even, for Sean or whatever, maybe maybe a just a one for the for certain family members, but like one group one, like to address them all. And then just so that they have like, this was me, like, let's say I got sick and then died, but this was me like when I was still healthy, when I look like myself and when I sound like myself, and I'm saying these things like, hey, blah 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 blah. Like I feel like I want to leave a letter. I want to leave a letter for them, for my kids, for their birthdays, so that like I'm still a part of their birthdays and their wedding. Like this, open on your wedding day, open on your fifth birthday, open on your whatever. Oh well, let me not say that because that's in that's in like 2 weeks for my son. So he the last one that could be 5. So we'll say your 55th birthday, and just keep updating it periodically so that they have,
no,
something.
I do it. I do it every year. Every year I
I'm talking
wipe
about
this
the
clean.
video, the video.
Yeah, every year I wipe this clean and I put up a new video. If you watching this, then that means I ain't here to watch it with you. And I want it's for everybody. It's for everybody that she can get together. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't want nobody having my motorcycles, sell them. I don't want nobody having my garage, sell that, use that. You know what I'm saying? And just do right by the insurance money. You know what I'm saying? And I tell her the same thing as far as her family. If anything ever happens to Tamika, don't come here. Don't come here because you get nothing out this house.
Hmm.
Nothing. The little Uggs and everything, the little Uggs collections that she got, and all the little jacket collections that she got. I'll figure out who I want to have it,
Mm-hmm.
but ain't nobody getting nothing until I get my, because nothing for
Because you gotta
nothing.
grieve. Don't give nothing away
I'm
while
gonna
you're
be
still
crazy.
grieving.
I'm gonna be, I joke around about the shit like I'm coming to the wait with a date. I probably still am, but you still got, there's still a process that you got to go through, right? When people pass, right? So you're gonna be vulnerable, and people gonna be like, "Oh, well, she would have wanted me to have that Tommy jacket that she got," and you'd be like, "Yeah, just go ahead and get it," because you're just trying to get the people out of the way. So if you ain't coming over here with funeral ideas, we'll meet you at the funeral. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever she, decide that she want done. But other than that, I'm telling you right now, if I pass away, let me just make it very clear: do not come to this house for anything, because there's
Mm-hmm.
nothing here for you. You know what I'm saying? None of my chains, they're not yours. They're not yours. They're hers. And I tell her all the time, take them, because I got a few that cost me a grip.
Mm-hmm.
My chains are valuable to me. And anything in this house don't get
So okay,
thrown
let me
away.
ask you this. Now you got your mom's ashes, right? So
Fact.
you go. Would you
Those go
be
to
feel a type
somebody in
of
my.
way? Would you feel the type of way? She'd be like, "Nah, y'all not getting the ashes either." Or should do you
No,
feel
I
like
mean,
she should give those to somebody specific?
no, I mean, she know better. She know better. She know damn well that I
What if
don't
she be
want
like,
the
I'm
news.
keeping Dot ass right
Nah,
here next to
nah.
her bald headed ass son,
She
and
know
they
better.
both gonna sit on the mantle.
She know better. But you know what though? On some real shit though, my mother and Tamika was close.
Mm-hmm.
Despite what anybody want to tell y'all, they was close. Them niggas was always in the store talking shit. They
Mm-hmm.
was always teaming up on me. They was close. So if she want to keep that, I ain't got no problem with that. I mean, ain't nothing I can do about it. All I can tell you is, if anything happened to me, in all seriousness, solid mind, do not come here. Do not come here. I'm telling you, it's nothing here for you. All you're gonna get is the date, and you might get that through an email or a text. You know what I'm saying? But let her grieve in peace.
Yeah.
She gonna give you what she want to give you, and plus there's certain shit that she got to go through in here that I've made it clear. Don't just throw it away. Go through it, because I hide a lot of shit. And my weapons, nobody is entitled to those. I don't want nobody to have nothing. Live your life like I was here. You didn't come visit me when I was here. Live your life like I'm here. Don't come get nothing. I got nothing for you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to show up at the funeral, I only ask God one thing: let me be at my funeral to visualize my funeral, because I really want to see the fake and phony shit people got to say.
Mm.
Because I think I could sell out a church. I think I could sell out a church.
So I don't even. I'm gonna catch. So
I
Chevy
think I could
Man
pack
says
a
he
church.
wants to know when. Trav tried to say neither, but we didn't accept that. John says I don't need to know neither. John, you can't. We can't. Christopher says date. Travis says boss says date. Two others say when, and so Travis changed it to when. And John was saying to tell him now because tomorrow is not promised. So you know how you were saying, oh, the day before you go, you got something to say. So say it now. Don't wait until Bella said that part. Let's see. Sheila was. I mean, Ashley was laughing because of your shiny head when it went down. It literally was like, shoo. I was like, what the fuck? So
Passed out and
Bella
shit.
said to do both flash drive and the will. Travis says, LOL, you threw Sean in there like he was trash. That's why are you always coming for me lately, Trav? Like, what did I do to you? I didn't throw him in here like he was trash. I'm just saying, like, and then he said, join Beach Bros, Sean. Let's see. Sheila said that's a good idea. Christopher says, Bam, can I have those shirts? LOL. And Travis says he wants one too. And
Hey
then
yo,
Christopher
on
said
some
they
real
can
shit.
share if Bam approves. And then Travis says, his ass ain't. LOL.
Yo, listen. Y'all ain't even got to go through all of that for the shirts, man. Text me. I promise you. You send me somewhere where I can send you one, Chris. If you want one, I got you. The next bungo party, I got you. Trav, send just your information, and I got you. I
And
got
then
you. Send her
Ashley
your information. I'll
co-signed and
send you.
said, you kind of did that. She said, oh, Ian Sean, LOL. Because the thing is, Sean, he really wouldn't want a video. So that's why I was like, oh, and Sean, like, my kids, they kind of don't have a choice. They just gonna get it. But me and Sean, we talk every day. Like, there's nothing that I could say on video that I haven't already said in person, because we done spent so much time and we talk, like, we have that. My kids, they're so young, they're still growing, they're still learning, there's so much for them to know and do, and there's so much that I still have to say, that even now I can't even say yet, because they're not ready yet, they're still too young. So that's why I say leave a video for them, and then have little messages as they're going through life, and then having those tidbits. Sean already, like, literally, there, anything that I would say on video is just gonna make him cry more, because then we'd already talked about it. He's just gonna be sitting there ugly crying because his best friend gone. So it's like, I'll still leave a video just to say I did. Like, hey, cutie, it's your wife shaking it one more time for the one time. So
I ain't even going front. Don't- Lene, Tamika, don't make me no video. I'm going. I want to remember you just as you are. You know what I mean?
uh,
I remember you as you are. But listen, everybody, you listen, man. It's our time. That's our time, really.
so
You know what I'm
Christopher
saying?
says we done had 20 bunko nights,
He never told me he
and
wanted
I
one.
still ain't got one. I'm gonna
We
hold
just had a
Judy and Mika to it.
we just had a bunko night Saturday. Yeah, just Saturday. He didn't ask for one.
Ashley told some send her that twerk video.
But
Listen,
ladies
make
and
it clap for
gents,
the one time last time. Hey.
that's our time. You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys for spending another Tuesday night with us. Even though we weren't able to get on about our
Wait,
topic.
Trav wants to know what is a bunko night. Me too.
Bunko, it's a game, man, that you got. I don't even want to do this, but you got four dice, you roll them, and whoever gets the highest score, the highest amount of doubles at the end of the night is they win. You put $5 in each person, and whoever wins that game get all the
Get
money.
the jackpot.
You know what I mean? And Raymond, you know you my nigga. You ain't even got to speak. You already know, you know what I'm saying? Cause I already know if something happened, you're gonna come hold Mika down. And I know if something happened with Mika, you're gonna come hold me down. You know what I'm saying? But Ray, you know you got my fishing rods. You know that. But I'm really be out there on the saltwater this year. But hold on.
No, John just said he can promise you if you give the information, he will send you the shirt.
Yeah, if you give me your information,
matterofopinions@gmail.com.
you send your information. Once I get your information, Chris, I got you.
Oh, we love you too, Ash.
Trav, you my nigga. Never seen you before, but you my nigga.
I
If you
feel
tell
like
me,
we didn't see him before, but I feel like we seen him before. Like,
yeah,
I feel like
we
I could
bumped into him
visualize
before. Yeah,
Travis.
yeah. If
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
send me your information, I promise you, I'll get it to you. And that's on my mother. You know what I mean?
That's
But
on the ashes.
that's on the Ashes. Ashley, you too. I've been waiting to send Ashley something.
I
And Sheila.
know. I've been waiting
And
to meet
Sheila.
up with Ashley,
I've been waiting
and
to
I don't
send
want to
them
come off
something.
like a stalker or anything like that. I
Yeah,
haven't
I've been
looked
waiting
up
to send them. And
anything.
Bella
I'm not
too.
doing the bamboo, but I've literally been trying to link up with Ash just from just yeah. I just been trying to link up with her. So, but anyway,
But that's our
that's email
time.
address.
You know what I'm saying? And for those that don't know, like, subscribe, and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to.
Tell another friend to tell that friend to tell some more friends, and tell them to get on Friday, because we're gonna be on Friday. Y'all already know the topic. Send your address in, and if you don't mind, Ash, personally, I would like to have your phone number, but that's
Well,
gonna be whatever you're comfortable with. But yeah, so that you can do that. But
yeah, send the addy to Des, and I got you. And
because
your
I'm
and your
planning a
shirt
trip,
size.
Ash. That's what I'm saying. I can't be putting all the info out there about
And your shirt
everything.
size.
So you just gotta send me the contact, and then we'll link, we'll set up, we'll do all that. But anyway, y'all already know the topic for next week. It's gonna be, listen. Um,
For
just
Friday.
invite another friend. If each of you can invite one more person to come join the next live video, we would greatly appreciate that. We got to get to Houston too, but I heard Houston hot as hell. You might have to catch me in Houston in the winter.
Man, they told
So
me, man, Houston hotter than the goddamn Devil's living room.
the Devil's Balls, where he sit his
Man,
sack
I
right
don't
in
know
that
about
Gooch
all that.
area. That's where he sit it right on Houston. So I need to be there in like
Bella,
the
you
winter.
might want to send that shit info because there's a possibility I'm gonna be in Alabama for May Day and on and May 1st. So, you know what I'm saying? It'd be nice to link up with a couple of moosters, you know what I'm saying, while I'm out there. But this gonna be my third time saying it, but gonna be my
This
last
is
time saying
it.
it.
That's a wrap. We're gonna
This
give
is
y'all the
it.
red button. We
The
love
rat
y'all. We
Sean,
can't
give him
wait
the
to
red button.
see y'all.
Give him the swirl, Sean. The
Give
red
them the
button in
red button.
the
Send
in the
it,
swirl,
Ash.
Sean.
Send it.
There you go.